Hello everybody. It is me, Godo, and I'm gonna show you guys my face. Burp, 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 burp. Hello. I'm putting my hair like this, by the way, because they're drying right now. I washed my hair just before the stream, and look, if you were here last stream, which was, like 10 hours ago, yesterday, that is. you may be wondering why I'm streaming right now. I did call the stream bonus stream for a reason, because I did explicitly say that I was not going to be streaming today, but I ended up, surprisingly, waking up really early. I woke up like an hour ago, and I had the time to wash my hair, do a bunch of stuff, and now I've got a decent chunk of time before lunch. So I figured, might not be the longest stream in the world, but we could be advancing the game a little bit. I've been doing almost just that these past couple days, and it just occupies my mind. So if I have like a decent chunk of time, I just want to, stream and advance the game. So I might be addicted, maybe not, who knows. Look, I'm enjoying it, okay? I'm just loving the process. Making games is just fun. And this project has been a blast. Maybe not because of the tools I'm using, maybe despite, but maybe not all that much. I'm starting to take a liking more and more to Unreal Engine, okay? Now that I'm starting to understand the engine, and like a little bit at least, like in a barely functional way, but functional still, right? And I can actually do stuff with it, I'm starting to like it more. It is kind of a departure from the other engines that I was used to using, but And as you can see, I found yet another extended version of a Last Bible 3 song. And at this point, I just made an extended chill OSTs playlist. Currently, there's only 3 Last Bible songs in, so the 2 that I listened to yesterday and the new one. But there may be other, 30-minute versions of other songs from other games. But they're supposed to be like really chill. When I want to do a super chill stream, this is what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be going for that OST. Okay? So that being said, here we are. Oh, here we are. Back to the start. And we're going to be continuing what we were doing yesterday. So the first thing that you may notice on the post-it, whether or not you were there last time, is the to-do, right? Well, I say on the post-it, on the screen or something, is the to-do. Activatable delayed trigger actor component. This is a component that I am going to be making like right now. It is going to be a child of trigger actor component. So I would like to create a class derived from this, please. Yeah. So actually, it's not going to be my trigger actor component. It's going to be an activatable. So activatable delayed. The class name is too long. I don't know if I need to call it component every time. Honestly, I'm starting to find that it's kind of annoying. Actor component, always, Even here, lookable actor, it's it could be called a lookable, right? Or maybe not. Okay, let's open the Visual Studio. Well, let's open it directly from this. This way it's going to open easily. Okay. So here, yeah, the class is already an a lookable actor. But does it need to be called actor? I don't know. It's gonna be an a lookable, but it's true that here, oh no, you can see because of the icons. Yeah. Plus, there's a parent class and everything. I don't need to write the name. Like here, Puzzle Manor character. It could just be called. No, Puzzle Manor. No, it doesn't really make sense. Trigger actor component. Well, I mean, look. Logically, there is no reason whatsoever to make a trigger an activatable trigger, except if that trigger has a delay. Like, the only reason why I'm doing this in the first place is so that I can do some easy sequencing, right? So it just makes sense. If it's an activatable trigger actor component, then I can put a delay. I can put a delay of 0 if I want to. You know, why not? But again, the reason why I'm doing that is because I want to be able to trigger stuff at a delay. Why is it taking so long? Activatable trigger actor. That's cool. Okay, so here, trigger actor component. This is so long. Okay, first off, the U class. Yeah. No, you're not lookable. Look, you're fine. You're fine as well. Okay. Trigger actor component.h. I'm gonna take this declaration here and I'm gonna put it right there. Boom. Thank you so much. And now I'm gonna do something interesting. So first off, it's actually gonna be public, and it's gonna be a U property that's gonna have edit anywhere tag, and here, or specifier I should say. So here it's gonna be a float, and it's gonna be delay. It's gonna be 1.0 by default, so it's gonna be 1 second by default, and then I can edit that, no problem. And now so I guess I'm gonna want it to tick. So I can do void tick override, right? Or component tick. But then it needs something else, right? To have a component that ticks, the activatable does tick. So here. What? Oh no, it's the move activatable. True. Unlookable. So the activatable move actor component, that one, it does tick. So here, oh, so that's what I want. Virtual void tick component. Override with all of that. Yeah. So in the tick, I'm gonna be like increasing how much time I need. So here there's gonna be a quick float. Alright, so there's also bool. So there's gonna be bool is activated. Hmm. And then float. This is gonna be time. Okay. So for the, I'm gonna go ahead and yeah, I probably want the super or something. Like the activatable here. Yeah, you call super tick component that I want. So that's good. And then I'm gonna do whatever I need. Which technically it's again pretty much right here. Oh, it actually was timer, not time. You know what? Timer. Thank you so much. Okay, so now, boom. And here is just gonna be timer. What's he called that? Wait. The delay in this case. Oh, yeah. And not just that, but I also want my class right here to inherit from... my dog's having a nightmare. Give me a sec. Okay. She is fine. Was feeling a little scared. So sad when a dog has a nightmare. He starts doing like... That's so sad. Okay, so now I'm gonna include... what was it? It was... Oh yeah, the interface, which is activatable.h. So I want to inherit from activatable. Pretty sure that's where the method is. Yep, okay. And then here it means that I have to define the yeah, I guess virtual, just to be clear. Virtual void start activation. Yeah, that's good. And I'm gonna do again something very similar to what's here. Oh, and I'm gonna need the begin play as well. I'm basically doing exactly what's happening here, so, you know. What have I done? What are you doing, bro? Thing. Okay. Yeah, but now this is start activation. You set the tick enable, but once you're done, you should call trigger on yourself. If timer is greater or equal to delay, I set it to false. That's cool, but I also call trigger. Okay, so this actually should be complete. I think this is going to be workable code. Okay. I can try. Okay. Activatable trigger actor component. Right, but okay. No, I mean, like this one should be focused. How do I say this? I guess if I go in window or details 2 maybe? Wow, doesn't matter. You've got to be kidding me, right? It's not even the same details window. What's the point? What's the point if they all point to the same thing? That's ridiculous. There's no... This is not an actor. Ugh. This is so annoying that you can't do that. Wait. It can't be an I something. But can it be an actor component instead of being an actor? Because right now, my references are A actors, right? First off, just Control B, just it's kind of annoying to have a bunch of errors here. Okay, thank you. Now, So it's in the trigger act, the basic trigger actor component. Yeah, just that one. What if instead of being an A actor, it was an A actor, or just a actor component? Or a U actor component, right? Yeah, what if it was a bunch of U actor components instead, right? Yeah, so instead, I just cast it directly, right? I don't have to find anything. I'm using the component directly. And instead of being activatable actor, it's just gonna be activatable. Full component, right? Yeah, and here activatable from activatable component, right? And here it could be activatable component, plural. Components, like this. So activatable components, and then here your activatable components. Okay, so now I would like to go in here and please recompile. Please work, please work, please work. I think I'm gonna have to reassign everything because I changed the activatable actors to be activatable components. So because of that, I'm gonna have to reassign everything in the scene. Kind of annoying, but this is fine. Also, it should work if there's nothing to activate in the first place. Okay, so I'm gonna start by going to get something that's functional. Here. Okay? The first door. I do this and then do that? Oh, that's crazy. When I need it, I can just pull it out. That's great. Okay, so here I want the click trigger. Okay, this one I'm gonna lock. Okay, unclick trigger. So on this one, I should be able to click other stuff. Right? Yeah, nice. So here, plus, right? Okay, none. Please. Please tell me I can. I don't want to attach it. I want to... You're kidding, right? Come on, man. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I want. That's so annoying. That's the thing. It works if there's only one component of that type. But if not, sucks to suck. That's not true. I don't understand this first workaround. Make the value blueprint read-write, yeah, which will allow you to set it from blueprint. Okay, I don't know. Okay, so it's just not a thing, okay? It is annoying, but it is just not a thing. Now, I need my activatables to be on the same component, right? Here, I actually need it to be like that. So I'm thinking, okay, there's multiple ways that I could work around this, but they're all not that great. I like the idea of having a activatable trigger that can put some delay between activation. I really like that idea. That being said, you know, maybe I don't need one. Maybe I don't need one. So I could just decide, hey, like pretty much the only situation where I need to put some delay is if I want to move and rotate an item. So I could just handle that case in the activatable move actor, okay? So instead of separating, translation and rotation, I could say, you know what? If you're moving and you're translating and rotating, you're doing the translation for half of the sequence, and the other half you're doing a rotation, right? I could say that. I have the right. I could. I think it's not a great idea though, and I liked the flexibility that the other option allowed me, because what was really cool is that I could just how do you say that? I could simply like move the I could simply like, how do I say this? Like, let's say I wanted to make a more complex animation, okay? So let's say I wanted to move it a little bit in a direction and then in a different direction, okay? So maybe I want something that I'm pushing to be like pushed like this and then pushed like this and then pushed like this. You know, maybe I want like a full animation. I could just then put a bunch of delay one after the other, and each delay triggers one of the movement, right? I could do that. Like, that was super flexible. to have the activatable trigger actor with the delay. So I'm kind of sad at the thought of leaving that idea behind, okay? So another way that I could do this is, well, maybe I just keep it the way that it is right now, and I unfortunately have to work around it in the level design, right? So what I mean by that is not that I change any behavior, it's just, let's take this here. I want to have 3 triggers on it, right? I want to have one which is a move, one which is like a second move, so one of them is translation, the other one is rotation, and I also want one to be a trigger. Okay, those are my 3 activatables. And it doesn't work because, you know, it's all on the same thing here. But at the end of the day, Tomb Cover could be a child of an empty actor. And Tomb Cover has one component, the other empty actor has another component, and then I can even have the trigger, which, you know, has another component, right? Like, I could just have a bunch of components like that are applied to different objects, okay? Also, maybe I can just have a single other one on top of it for the rotation. So basically, I activate the move and the trigger, you know, all of those that are under Tomb Cover, I activate them at the same time from the click trigger. And then the second move is, the rotation basically, is on a different thing. Because here I find component by interface, but there's a possibility that I could like find all components by interface, or just get all components and check if they implement the interface. And if so, I just activate them all. It could be something that I do. So, you know, I could do it like that. I could say, hey, I'm like, by default, I'm actually activating all of the activatables on the actor that I'm giving, right? I could do something like that. So here I'm just going to go back to activatable actors, okay? And I'm going to keep the find for now. And here I'm going to go back to a actor. And I'm going to save. I'm also going to, boom. And I'm not going to save the scene, by the way, because I would hope that it went back to when it worked. Because here on the click trigger, see, there's like nothing to be added here. So if I close the scene and I do not save it, well, the editor, I mean, without saving the level, when I reopen, I'm kind of hoping, I don't think it's going to be the case, but I'm kind of hoping that I'm going to be back to when things were assigned to the triggers. If so, it would save me having to rebind every single activatable to their trigger. That would be saving me a lot of time. So here, click trigger, and it has activatable actors that it doesn't find anymore. Okay, well, sad. You here. Oh no, it does. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay, so this one I don't need for now. And I'm just gonna check pretty much every single one. Like you. You have a click trigger. It has defense. Oh, that's amazing. This is exactly what I wanted. You click trigger, you have 3 of them. Oh, that's amazing. Okay, it just works. That's cool. So it did repair my mistakes. That's really, really cool. Okay. Now, I'm gonna try to do something here. So instead of doing this, I'm gonna try to do it in such a way that yeah, by the way, S blah blah blah, that's the start room. Room C here, Tomb, and then Tomb Cover. It's cool, but here I'm gonna do plus, and it's gonna be like just an empty actor. Basic actor. Called tomb cover rotation. Okay, basically. Tomb cover is going to be child of tomb cover rotation. Actually, wait. Tomb cover, where is it placed? Where is its origin? In fact, if I go in tomb cover and I go here, could I possibly world rotate location here? So I'm gonna copy this and get back to relative, please. Now here, tomb cover rotation, you're gonna have the same one. So it is the same, but maybe I should make it the same once it's gonna move, right? Maybe that's what I actually should do, now that I'm thinking about it. So the activatable move is gonna be minus 200. Oh, the minus 10 here doesn't really work, right? Yeah, so basically I just wanted to move like that, and then I want the rotation to move it like this, but all the way up to the ground. So depending on where I'm placing the parent is gonna affect it. But for now, let's just say tomb cover is gonna be child of tomb cover rotation. Let's say that for now. That's 0, fine. But here in move, I'm not gonna do minus 10. I'm just gonna do minus 200. I'm just gonna do that. Click trigger. But then what about activatable trigger on you? Okay, you're gonna have activatable actors, and your actor is actually going to be tomb cover rotation. Exactly. After a delay of, however long the activatable move takes. So it's, let's say 3 seconds. Or like 3.5. Nah, just 3. And the other one is gonna be 1 second. Activatable trigger, delay, 3. That's amazing. So click trigger, and then here, I'm gonna add a activatable move actor component. And your activatable move is going to have a 1 animation time, and then here it's gonna have certain degrees. So it's gonna be, I'm not sure, about 60 degrees, okay? Let's see what it does. I think it's not gonna work because once I move the tomb, this one is gonna stay here and the tomb is gonna move, so it's gonna be like that. So once I rotate, it's gonna do like this, which is really weird. So I probably should make it lower and like here and turn like less, but we'll see. Like it's gonna be pretty difficult actually to determine what I want with it, but now I can at least try. delay is supposed to be 3. And by the way, here, can I do find all or something? Find components by no, okay. So I'm gonna do something different. Nice. I'm getting the U activatable. Okay, yeah, so sorry. The U flag. Okay, so here I'm gonna do auto components will be equal to or activatables or something, and for each of those I'm gonna do a 4 auto and then this is going to go like this. Will be equal to cast. Oh yeah, no, you can't, right? You just have to say activatable is inside of activatables. Actually, it can just be components, right? So components, and here it's going to be components. And the auto activatable will be equal to cast as in I activatable for that component. Okay. So this basically should get the entire list of things that I can activate with a certain action, with a certain trigger, I should say. And once the trigger, gets triggered, yeah, it just gets through the entire list of components that implement the interface. And then I just cast them to be sure. And if I can, I start their activation. Okay? And as soon as I start their activation, things should work. component. So timer is 0, delay is 1 by default. Here, when I start the activation, I say is activated true. So here, set component tick enabled false, which shouldn't tick, right? And here the timer, which starts at 0, it's getting incremented by the delta time, which is very small. If timer is greater or equal to delay, right? If the timer becomes bigger than that, I set the tick enabled to false, and then I trigger. U activatable trigger actor component, start activation. If it's not activated, disactivated will be equal to true. True. Okay, so I don't know, man. It seems like the code is fine to me. Okay. Let's recompile. And let's hope everything works. So just to be clear here, I'm clicking on you. You have a click trigger. Your click trigger activates one element, which is the tomb cover. Tomb cover is yourself, and you've got actually two activatables. You've got activatable move, which is, oh, okay, I see, which is a move that lasts 3 seconds. And then you have an activatable trigger, which has a delay of 3 seconds, but that explains why it rotated last time. It just didn't activate the activatable trigger. So you, when you're done, 3 seconds later, you're gonna try to activate everything on tomb cover rotator or something. So here, or rotation. And in tomb cover rotation is default scene route, so nothing much. And here, you have an activatable move, which is gonna be a rotation of 60 degrees. Okay? Now again, because of the way that it's gonna be placed, the rotation is gonna put the thing through the floor. It's just not gonna work. But I wanted to make sure that the timing is correct. So here, yeah, by the way, this didn't break what already existed. Like these things, they work. Okay? Yep. Amazing. Okay, so it did what I thought it was gonna do. Whoops, sorry. It did what I thought it was gonna do, but it did exactly what I thought it was gonna do. So of course the rotation currently is not alright. It's not okay at all. So there's gonna be a little bit of experimentation to make sure that I'm placing it correctly. But essentially what I want to do is, oh yeah, I don't want it to be like that. Okay. So what I'm gonna be doing is, again, it's gonna be much easier to manipulate like this. Okay. So here, tomb cover rotation is going to be the axis around which I want the other thing to spin, basically. So now the tomb cover, I'm gonna do it minus 200. Something like that. And once this is done, you can rotate it 60 degrees, right? Pretty much, right? So I said minus 200. That's not actually what I wanted. So here I'm gonna do plus 200. I'm gonna do like minus 100 and 80 or something. Okay, and I'm gonna do plus 10. I'm at 170 plus 10, 160. The 160 is pretty good, I think. Okay, so plus 160, boom, and then 0. Okay, so it's gonna be minus 160 or so. Yeah. Now that being said, here in the rotation, I'm here and I'm gonna do minus 160 or so. So it's gonna be around here. So now if I rotate it by 60 degrees at that point, what is it going to do? Right, it did nothing because it's not a child of this anymore. Everything's fine except for the fact that it rotated in a weird way. So yeah, there's a bit of trial and error, which is kind of annoying. When you're doing both rotation and translation, it seems like no matter what you do, there's always going to be a little bit of weirdness happening. But here, basically, I think you're too high. So I'm going to make you just a slightly lower. What happens now? I said click. Clickety click. Kind of annoying that I have no cursor or anything that indicates that I might be clicking on the correct thing. Of course. Okay. So, the cover, you're gonna move less than 160. Okay, you're gonna move like... you're gonna move like 100. And the rotation, you're gonna rotate just slightly. Just a tiny bit. Instead of that, let's say 55. Okay, let's now try this. Bit of trial and error, kind of annoying, but this is one of the more complex movements that's gonna happen, and like you're actually gonna be clicking on it to open it in the real game. So yeah. Yeah, it's still really weird. You know, I would like to try something. Okay, for a quick second, let's say the tomb cover is just by itself, alright? Tomb cover, your activatable move. Let's say I don't want you to move at all, and I just want the rotation to be 60 degrees. Are you gonna be okay? See, this is a really good rotation. It's just a really good rotation. So there's something weird, because if I do it in the editor and I do it in order, things are okay. If I do them here, it's like it doesn't work anymore. Okay, I'm just gonna try something for fun now. The cover rotation, you're actually gonna be moving it. Okay? Yeah, because it starts by rotating and then I'm just moving. So I think that the problem that I used to have was that the rotation would affect the translation, but if I rotate, or the translation would affect the rotation, but if I do it in the opposite order. See? Okay, it was weird, right? It's almost like, because it's happening as a movement in the editor, like something's just not right. Like something about the coordinates gets fudged once I move something. So it's like, it's very strange. It's very, very strange. So, because like basically I have the empty object here and the real object here. So if I turn the object here, but I move the other one, they should just stay stuck. Like the only thing that should be affected is the translation of the other item. If I've already made the rotation and it's apparent, you know, like the fact that this one turns changes nothing to this. And when this moves, like, why would it affect the other one in any capacity? Like if I turn this 60 degrees, okay, boom. Okay. Wait though. I find it kind of annoying that it's not spinning around itself. That is just like spinning around the axis of its parent. I find it very annoying. Oh no, it's because I turned the tomb cover rotation. That's the problem. Okay, be right back. I really need to go to the bathroom, but we're gonna try to find a fix when I come back. I am back. Yep. Okay. So the thing that annoys me the most with this right now is that like at the end of the day, I'm trying to make not just a game that's functional, but just like trial and error for me is not a great strategy to make something work. I think that I should be able to easily affect changes, right? So like, okay, here cover. If the cover rotates 60 degrees, it's fine. And then the quote-unquote tomb rotation does a minus like 160. This is fine, right? So why would it not work once I'm doing exactly that inside of the game? Because here right now, you're rotating 60 degrees and doing nothing else. And you, I did not remove this. That might explain it. And I understand that I want to do it, you know, in the opposite way. But hey, who knows? Maybe I actually want to activate like the translation component first, right? So here like this, yeah. And then, oh, okay, it is working. So I guess, because now I'm translating, then rotating. Maybe if I rotate and then translate, it's kind of weird and doesn't really work. Or, no, what I mean is, that's not actually what I mean. I don't think the problem is the order, sorry. I think the problem might be that making the cover do the translation. Oh, sorry, my dog is having another nightmare. Let's see. She's fine. Also, it's really cute because she's on a pillow, you know, on the floor, and she's just like doing a little donut on it. And we have a big window that where a lot of outside lights comes in, like the sunlight basically. And she really likes when her pillow is right where the sunlight is. But the thing is, on this side, the sun comes up in the morning, and in the afternoon, there's no like direct sunlight in that window. So what happens is, as we're getting closer to noon, the sun basically moves right in the room. So because the sun goes up, so you know, basically it just makes it so that the sunlight comes in through the window a little more, you know. So basically, I just move her pillow towards the window so that she can stay in the sunlight as long as possible. Hey, hello, Luke. Hope you're doing well. So, yep. At this point, we're going to be trying to make this work. Okay, so, yeah. Now I have something that's kind of functional, but that does the animation opposite to what I want. So I'm doing the rotation first, and then I'm doing the move right after, so the translation. But I actually want it to go in the opposite direction, because right now I'm just clipping through the thing and then moving it. So I actually want those actions to happen inversely. I do think that it's gonna work, but I think that here, what I called tomb cover rotation, I actually think that this is what needs to do the translation, because this is what I just tried. So I think I can do it in the opposite order, but I think the problem is what component does what. So here, tomb cover rotation, it's going to be tomb cover translation. And yeah, you're going to keep the translation on you. So because I need to activate them in the opposite order, what I need to do is, I think, on the tomb cover, I keep the click trigger on that one because this is the mesh. Yes, I want to keep watching. Okay. And then, yeah, I'm clicking on this one, and I, of course, keep the move on it. But the activatable trigger, so to basically delay what's happening, is gonna go in the opposite order. Oh, also the rotation should take a second, and the translation should take 3 seconds. So, okay, this one I'm gonna remove. Oh yeah, and the click trigger is actually gonna be triggering this one, the translation first, right? I think. And here, yeah, and here I can add a activatable trigger with a delay of, I think it's gonna work. I think it's really gonna work. So, no, not 30. Holy. Delay of 3. Yeah. And the move here is gonna move over 3 seconds. And then this trigger, by the way, is gonna activate this. Okay, I think it's gonna work now. So we're trying this out. Oh, I really hope it works. It's gonna be so cool if it works. Okay. Yeah. Come on. I really think it's gonna work. Yeah. Yo, that's pretty, okay, that's pretty cool. Come on. You gotta admit, that's kind of cool. Okay. Yeah, I really like this. So now, okay, now I'm gonna be trying something, because I find it kind of annoying that the tomb cover is not exactly touching the ground, right? So if I just place it at 0 instead of 160, and I rotate it just real quick 60 degrees, as you can see, oh, it's also touching this, so that's kind of annoying. Oh yeah, but it's because I placed it incorrectly. Okay, it doesn't really matter. Oh no, it does matter. Well, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. So I just want to make sure that it's touching the ground. So what if I pivot it 70 instead? Okay, see, at 70 it actually does touch. So basically now go back to your position, and in the rotation here, you're gonna actually rotate 70 degrees. So you should touch the ground this way. So let's try it again. Click. Opening these doors. And opening this. Yep. And then, okay, come on. Yeah, come on. Yo. Pretty good. It is kind of weird that the biggest part is here, because it feels like it wouldn't like lose balance and fall. But you know what? Good enough. That's good enough. Yeah, that's pretty good. I think it's all right. And then you have like mod right there and whatnot. Like, yeah, that's a pretty cool thing, right? Like I think that's cool. Okay, so now that this works, you know, I have a different trigger, the leg trigger, I have the thing, I have the stuff. Now, I think that I'm gonna start putting a bunch of lookables a bit everywhere, because it's kind of annoying that, you know, there's only 2 things in the game where if you look at them, they tell you stuff. And oh, and also I need to complete the bookcases, right, with the colored books. Yeah. Okay, well, which one do I want to do first is the question. Oh, I could also make this open when I click on it. Oh, what have I done? Oh, I was in the I was in the thing. I wasn't in the editor. I was playing. So yeah, here I want this thing to open when I click on them. So I'm gonna add a movable activatable move actor on you, so I can move you. I'm probably gonna want to rotate you around this. So what if I go 90 degrees? Oh, okay, wait, no, that's problematic here. Because I actually don't want your origin to be here. I want them to, because they're, you know, box flaps. So they're supposed to be like anchored on this side. So how do I do this? Maybe I used the negative scale last time. So if I do this, oops, it's the wrong axis. No, just so this axis, I guess. If I do a quick minus, yeah, that's pretty good. Now I just have to move it a little bit like this. And then I have to tweak the position because again, it's supposed to be a box flap. It's not normal if it's like this. Nah, stop. Okay. I'm going to move it just slightly. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I can just slide this. Oh yeah, okay, that's pretty much exactly it. Actually. Yeah? Yeah, I think that's good. And here? Oh, you're the same, really? Oh, that's kind of annoying. So this box flap, What? Why minus in this case? Oh yeah, but that's annoying because I wanted the line to be in the center. So now I need to flip their positions. No, what am I doing? Which box flap is this? Yeah, that's the right one. Okay. Yeah, it's gonna be 80.5, I think it was. Like this. Yeah, the flap does go a little bit over, but it's not too bad. And here. No, but... Oh, I see. Oh, because I flipped it. Oh. Okay, it doesn't work. See, because no matter how I flip it, the pivot point is always going to be like right here or something. So, you know, what I could do is just place them correctly in the first place, right? Like the way that they're supposed to be, like that. And instead of like starting to like, well, this one, I could change the pivot, so this is fine. But for this one specifically, instead of trying to change the pivot and whatnot, what I can do, and this is probably what I'm going to do, it's going to be easier. Well, I mean, there's two ways I could do it. So I could either edit the model in Blender, so like, you know, make the pivot be on the other side. Or I could just put an empty object, and this flap is going to be inside the empty object. And then what I rotate is actually, you know, the pivot. So I think I'm just going to put it in a pivot object. It's going to be simpler. And I won't have to deal too much with, yeah, changing the stuff. Okay, so now I'm going to want to go in the scene. And by the way, you both can be children of the box. It's going to be easier. This way I can just do, you know, box. Like both doors. I mean, no, it's fine. This is fine as well. Okay. Here. Is it me or is it a little over? Ah, that's kind of annoying. Doesn't really matter too much. Okay, so I just said it doesn't matter, but I find it so annoying. Wait, if I do 0.5, oh, it's okay. That's better. Yep. Oh, what am I doing? Okay. And this one is flush as well. So, okay, this is good now. So, you know what? I'm just gonna edit stuff in the light. It's gonna be easier. So here I can do add a basic actor, okay, which is basically an empty actor. So where is it placed? Oh, it's placed very far away. Okay. So I'm actually going to give your position to the actor. So I'm going to take your world location, copy it, go back to relative, and then here, I'm going to go with the actor right here, which is going to be called, so it's box flapped, how many? Box flap 1. So here I'm going to go box flap 2 underscore pivot. Yeah. Okay, that's much better. So under box flap, wait. First, I'm gonna set the world location for this. So paste. Okay, your location is not too bad, but I need you to be basically on the other side. So that's kind of annoying. Ah. Okay, like pretty much here, but then I want it to be like exactly on it, so that's always gonna be the struggle. Oh, yeah, okay. Wait, I think that's it. Okay, so now I can probably just, yeah, save this. You can go under box and box flap. I just said it was box flap 1, not 2. Why did I name it box flap 2? Box flap 1 pivot and then box flap 1. Cannot attach actor with static mobility to movable. Oh, you're movable? Oh no, you're not movable. You need to be movable though. Okay, you're movable, yeah. Yeah. And you? Oh, you're not. You're supposed to be, yeah. You're also supposed to be movable. Not the main box though. But these flaps, they're gonna move. Okay, so now I can take this and put it there. Okay. That's cool. Now that this has been done, I guess box flap 1 doesn't have a move component. That's good. You have a move component, right? Yeah. How much do I want to rotate you? So let's say I start rotating you. No, the actual instance here. Rotate around this. What if I go 90 degrees? Okay, that it's the opposite actually. I want minus 90. Is it a bit too much? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's too much. But maybe it's not. Maybe I actually want more than that. You know how card box, you usually like put the flaps like really far. So I could open this even more. So something like minus 180 would do that, which is not bad. But I could go even further. I could go minus like 220 like, or something, right? I think that's pretty cool. But this one, it's actually gonna hit the wall once I rotate it. So I think minus 220 is actually pretty good for you. It looks like a cardboard box if you do it like that. So I think I like this. So you're actually gonna be minus 220. Okay, that's good. Yeah. And this should take you, say second, maybe 1.5 second. Who knows? Yeah, or maybe a second here. The other one is going to rotate much less. So, okay. So here, go back to your normal position. And here, it's actually this that I want to select. And you are going to rotate. Let's just try something like, this one wants to go in the positive X rotation. Is going to go, let's say 90. Okay, here. That's pretty good. But then it's going to go a little further. So 110 maybe. Yeah, it sounds pretty good. Maybe I want it to actually hit the wall. Ooh, that's very close. 100 and, I don't know, 16, 17. 117 and it actually hits the wall. Okay, and this is not going to take a second. This is going to take like 0.6. So it's a little more than half, because it's going to move a little more than half the movement of the other. It is proportionally is going to take longer this, but I think it's going to be too weird if this opens pretty fast and then it takes a long time to open the other one. So, okay, let's try this. So 117 is what I want you to move. So you're going to be 0. And in the, yes, I need to add a movable here. And then animation time is going to be 0.6, right? What? Oh, what am I doing, dude? Like, yeah, I didn't want to affect this. Okay, so activated will move right there, and rotation 117 degrees. Okay, I'm saving this all. Oh, there's no trigger nowhere. Yeah. Oh, I guess I'm gonna try to... Well, either they could each have their own, like, click component. So I could open independently both flaps, which could be interesting. Or I want to try to have 2 triggers that trigger the same events, right? So if I add a click actor trigger on you, you're actually going to want to trigger 2 things. So first thing, the second flap, the other, this thing, the pivot. Okay? Yeah, I think that's interesting. And here I can also add a click actor. So this is something that I wanted to try to see if it works, because I should have tested correctly to make sure that it doesn't cause any problems. No, not box flap 1, but the pivot. Yes. Okay. Let's try this. Okay, so I think it's gonna work. Boom. Yeah, that's so cool. They both open, and I clicked, and if I click here, you know, nothing happens. This is fine. Okay, now if I try again and I click the other one, boom, they both open. That's so cool. I think that's fun. And they seem to move at somewhat the same speed, which is pretty good. This one does open a little faster, but this is fine. It does actually clip through a little more than I thought it would. So I don't know if I just mispositioned the pivot. So maybe that one, maybe I want 116 instead. Is it because of the scale of the pivot? Oh, I understand. If I go 1, yeah, it changes the... Okay. So they basically... I said... Yeah, okay. So, yeah. I think they adjusted this so that the other one stays correct. So maybe that's why things are affected? Why is it like this, though? Why is it not 1.25 as well? I don't know. Maybe that's the problem? Nah, it is a little too much. Okay, so the pivot here, I'm gonna make it move just slightly less. You know, maybe 116 degrees? Something along those lines. Could be good. I mean, pretty much it, right? I can try 115. But now I think it's not gonna touch the wall anymore. So I don't know if that's what I want, but let's just test. Let's just see. It actually does touch the wall. Wow. Or it looks like it does. Okay, that's good. I like this. And then you can see inside. And eventually there's gonna be something inside that you can click and grab it. Oh yeah, you're not blocking me. This is fine actually. Just it makes the box more accessible. Okay. So it's really cool that I can open this. Okay, now, lookable time. Here. This map, like, you're a pretty important hint for the game in general. So I'm gonna be adding a lookable onto you. Like this. Or something. Boom. Right? So here I'm gonna go boom boom, scale me up, buttercup. Something like that. Yeah, maybe just slightly more. Like this. It's kind of okay if it, you know, covers a little more. Here it's fine. And here it's... You know, maybe it could be just slightly more like this. Maybe that's a little much here though. Yeah, that's a little much. 1.1 or something. Okay, and now I can move it a little bit. Because it's a little too... Like, I want it to be closer to the wall. Yeah, pretty much like that. And then just go down just a little bit. Or, yeah, just a little bit. Okay, so this is pretty much exactly right. Yeah, I think it's pretty much exactly right. Now, what do I want this lookable to say? I want it to say like, looks like some kind of map. It's a little bit on the nose. I might make them less obvious eventually, but you know. Yeah, I think it's actually fine. So I wonder what this represents. Oh, no. Wait. Actually, okay. I'm changing my mind. So, looks like some kind of map. So what the character is going to be wondering, and this is the hint. I wonder what... Yeah, because basically the red circle is supposed to represent like the current room, or more precisely where the map is located, so... Yeah, I think it's just... My fear is if I say, I wonder what the red dot means. Like, maybe people will focus too much on it, but... You know, we'll see that with the playtesting or something. If I ever get to it, so... I wonder... Red circle means... Okay, so this is good. Now if I start... Looks like some kind of map. I wonder what this red circle means. Okay, so when you look at stuff, you know, you get hints. That's good. Here, I also want a lookable to be on top of this. And that's going to be a great opportunity to see. Oh, wait, sorry. This lookable right here. Gonna be... Yeah, like plan look or something. So an S plan, that's good. Just like in the Miles Davis lookable actor, it's actually going to be Miles look. Okay. Yeah. Okay. And oh, there's also another one which was right in room C for the gramophone. The lookable actor here is going to be gramophone look. Or I guess underscore. It doesn't really matter, but it's a bit messy, but okay. Now there's no music anymore, and I'm sad. So I'm gonna put some music. Am I just gonna restart the same OST? I mean, I could. Or I could try to find something else. I don't really know. You know what? I actually want the Val ship again. I'm gonna be re-listening to both of these songs, and then I'm probably gonna be finishing the stream afterwards. Because like I do have to do stuff, or you know, to eat lunch at some point as well. A bit later, but in an hour. So, okay. Now the thing that might be happening is when I look at a lookable, it might, in a way, interfere with my click ability. So this is what I'm trying to find now. Boom. Okay. This is gonna be over the lever right here. So lookable actor is going to be lever lookable. And what it's going to say is like, should I try to activate this lever? Okay, it's gonna say this, and I mean, you know, maybe the lookable is just slightly too big, something like that. And in terms of scale, I'm gonna make it just a little smaller here, a little slimmer. So again, just a bit like that, and here just a bit like that. Yeah, something like this. Okay, this seems pretty good. But I think it's going to interfere with my clicking ability. Should I try to activate this lever? And if I try to click, that's the thing. Yeah, that's the problem, actually. Okay. This is a problem. I think I know exactly what I'm gonna do to solve that problem. Okay. When I click on something, like the click trigger actor component. When I click on that, okay, what's actually happening is that I'm finding the actor to which this component is attached, and then I cast this to the trigger, and I can then trigger it, right? The problem here is that I have an independent actor that I'm putting over the hitbox of the actual lever actor in the scene, right? But if instead I made the lookable actor into a lookable actor component, so it does exactly the same thing in the same way and everything, except it's a component, and then you might have to do some additional casting to access the functionality, then I would have no problem, right? And of course, I did that system pretty much first, and doing an actor is easier than doing an actor component because there's a bunch of restrictions with actor components, like the fact that even if they're in the scene, you can't reference them in a variable. That's really annoying, but still, right? Like, it's still really useful because at the end of the day, you can put them on an actor that already exists. So since I'm already clicking on an actor, and this is what I'm expecting to see with my, you know, when I cast a line with my mouse, I'm expecting no collision other than the actor that I want to activate. So if on that same actor, I put the lookable as a lookable actor component, then, you know, would be really useful. It would like work, you know what I mean? So here I'm just going to be creating lookable actor component. And then I'm going to be replacing all the lookable actors by lookable actor components. So that means like, what, 4 of them at this point? So that's going to be very fast to do. And then I'm just going to be deleting the lookable actor class. Okay, so it's kind of like, it was kind of cool that I could just put it somewhere and then, you know, I have a hitbox and whatnot. But I think it's actually pretty useful that I can just put it on a mesh maybe, and like, you know, it's just gonna take the shape of the mesh already and I don't have to wonder about it. So let's do just that. New C++ class. I'm gonna want an actor component. It doesn't actually need to be in the scene because what I need to find is the actor itself and not the component. Okay, so I don't need to have it for the component to have its own transform and whatnot. and can be attached to other scene components. Oh, okay, you can attach it to like a static mesh component or something. Yeah, okay, sure, but in this case, I just want to attach it to an actor. It's fine. Sorry, okay. So here, no, actor component is fine. So here it's going to be a lookable actor component. Great class. Okay. It's gonna work. It's gonna be cool. It's gonna be great. We're gonna love this. Because that's the thing with this game. If something has functionality, chances are all of the functionalities are on that item, right? So like, you can look at it, you can click it, you can, it can move, you can do a bunch of stuff with the things that are interactable. So like this lever, it is a trigger that activates both its own movement and the movement of the doors, but also you want your character to like acknowledge that it exists. And also, you want it to be a trigger that you can click. You want it to do a bunch of stuff, right? So they're pretty obvious items that actually are interactable in that move, but it matters that I can put a bunch of stuff on them, right? And just in general, like, it's not a great idea to have like the lookable actor like I had, which just covers an entire area just to get one functionality. It's not great. I mean, it was fine when it was the first functionality in the game at all, but actor component, I gotta say. So if I go in, okay, so I'm gonna delete all of these, blah 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 blah. I don't need. I want to see the lookable actor.h and .c. .h, what do you have? You actually don't have much, but you do have the thoughts, which are the main thing, and you have a look volume. In this case, I don't even need the look volume. Like, I basically just need you to like exist as something identifiable that I can cast to, basically, and also have a property of, whatever the player is thinking when looking at you. Do I need to begin play? I don't think so. The constructor, I mean, I'm gonna leave. I don't really think it's a good idea to not have a constructor at all. Can ever tick is gonna be false. You don't tick, you just have some amount of data. You're like a data container that I can put on scene objects. That's basically what you are. So I don't want you to tick, I don't want you to begin play or anything like that. I just want you to have some data. So all of that I remove, it's useless, like this, okay? You just have thoughts and that's it. And your blueprint spawnable, blah, blah, blah. Very good. Thank you so much. So this should be fine, by the way. Now, of course, I'm going to have to change the other classes that use them. But for now, bloom, 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 bloom. Complete. That's amazing. So now, if I go in the blueprints, I can go back in my thoughts widget, which is going to be writing the text. So in that widget, I can check the behavior. So here, I'm getting a puzzle Manor character, taking the viewed actor and trying to cast this as a lookable actor. So this is where this is wrong. I'm going to be casting it to something different. To a lookable actor component. Yep, that's what I'm doing. You're kidding, right? Lookable actor component object reference is not compatible with lookable actor object. Oh, okay, sorry. Sorry. Boom. So can I get the thoughts? Get thoughts. Exactly. And then I can, make a string out of that and this. And this is when I succeed. And if my cast has failed, empty string, as always. So this actually should work, I think. Right from the get-go. So I compile. I have a warning. What's the warning? Lookable actor component does not inherit from actor. Yeah, I know. Oh, Viewed actor, yes. So, right, I have to, oh no, that's annoying. I have to do the whole like get component. So find component by, no, not by tag. Oh, you're really gonna do this? Component, get component by interface. It's not actually an interface, it is a class, which is a component. So just change it a bit. So get component by class, actually. And this class is going to be a lookable actor component. So not this. So here. Right. And then return value can array. Oh, I don't want to get components. I want just one, like find the first one. That's annoying. That I can't, that I have to get a full list every time. Component by, oh, just get one component by class. Okay, no, this is fine. This is what I wanted. The target is the viewed actor, and here I actually want, so again, lookable actor component. Yeah, thank you so much. And that return value I can use. Okay, okay. Okay, and this is, oh, what have I done? Okay, so here, when I'm casting this here, right. Okay, so man, I need to do a null check here. It's kind of annoying that it doesn't do the null check for me, but man, okay, so if not null or something. Something like not null. If valid, I think it is. Valid. Like is valid. Let's see. Okay, I just is valid. Okay, so if it's valid, I get this. If it's not, okay, so if this is valid, right? Yeah, I just return values inside of it. And if it's not valid, then I return it also. Okay, so yeah, it's kind of annoying having to do null checks like this. But yeah, again, like I don't really have it, because it's a widget class, like I don't really have a choice to write code like this. It's kind of annoying, but you know. Like I guess I could if I really wanted to, like make a C++, but right, like that's, I don't know, man. So wait, all of this, Control C, and I go here and I do Control V right here. So you and you, bye bye, and then like this. You can take this like here or something. So like that, then boom, and like maybe like this. So yeah, that's kind of annoying like this. Yeah. Oh, like this. Okay, so if I'm getting a valid lookable actor, then it means that I need some amount of like to not be fully transparent, basically. Okay, so yeah, it should be fine now. So I'm gonna compile and save. Now I'm gonna go in the Manor level, and here on the lever, no, so the okay, not environment, not middle room, not room A, not room B, not room C, start room. Thank you very much. So on the lever lookable, I'm going to remove. And here, not on the lever per se, but on the lever box in general, I'm going to add a nice lookable, which is going to be in my C++ classes. So it's going to be a lookable actor component. And this lookable is going to think like, you know, should I activate this lever? Okay. Okay, now I see if it works. Should I activate this lever? It works. That's amazing. But now, and I can activate it. That's amazing. Oh, it's so cool. I'm really excited. Oh man, feels good. It feels good. And here it doesn't work anymore, right? Because I'm just not using the lookable actor anymore. I'm really just using lookable actor component. Where? Oh. Right, so on viewed actor, I am trying to, like, I'm not even checking if it's valid. Right, because I used to just cast directly the viewed actor, but now I'm trying to access something inside of viewed actor. Right? Yeah, so I actually technically need another null check. Oh gosh, that's annoying. Where, like, the viewed actor itself, I'm checking if it's alright. So here I can do is valid. I don't know why there's two different is valid, but you know. So basically I get the viewed actor. Then I check. No, so basically I get the puzzle manner thing. And if it's valid, then I'm like, okay, well, is your viewed actor valid? Right? If it is, okay, then can I get a lookable actor component on it? Yes? Okay, then, you know, that's what happens. Okay, and here, if it's not valid, I also want to return, right? I also want to return empty here, right? So if any step of the way this is not valid, this is what I'm doing. Even the cast failed here, I could go and make it like non-valid. So anytime I get anything that's non-valid, I just go like, okay, return, bye-bye. I could even put it like this. It's even clearer. It's like, oh, you're not valid? Okay, go there. Oh, you're not valid? Okay, go there. Right? Yeah, something like that. And here it's like, if everything is valid, you just go there. Okay, so that's probably better and clearer. So compile, that's good. And then I'm gonna do something that's similar to this right here. So I think I'm just gonna, like, again, just take this, go there. You doing an is valid like this. So here, whoops. You, hey brother, are you valid? This is what I'm checking as soon as I can. And then if you're valid, I'm getting components on you. So I want the wires to not cross. Otherwise, it's very unclear. And then I return this if everything is fine, right? So here, it's the everything's fine, like line. Is the through line everything's valid? And here is the through line something somewhere is not valid. Sorry, that's not what I wanted. That's what I wanted. And cast failed as well. So here it's like, ooh, there's a mistake somewhere. Then boom, you know, this is my exit condition if something doesn't work. Okay, compile, save. So now I shouldn't get any more errors. Okay, this is good, and I didn't get any errors. So, okay, we're in the final sprint of this stream, but things are going well. So here, on this plan, I'm going to be adding something. And that something is the plan look, the plan look text. So here I take this, Control C, thank you very much. Now plan look, bye-bye. And the plan itself, I'm going to add a lookable actor component on you. And I'm going to go on that lookable and I'm going to say, hey, you know what? This, thank you so much. So again, I can try, you know, save the level, open. Oh, there's nothing here. Is it because there's no like collision on it? I think it might be the case. If I look at your static mesh component in collision, right. It's just default. So I guess I can put collisions on it or something. Kind of annoying though that I have to make the object be like a collider in order for me to be able to see stuff on it. Yeah, it's kind of annoying. Either that or... Okay, let's try something. So, you, here, plan. What if I were to somehow just give you a scale of -2 on that side? Okay, you're just flipped, right? Because if it was a problem with your normal vector, then that might have solved the problem. Okay, so let's just try it. It was a normal problem. I'm so good. Yo, what is this? Oh man, I'm good. Looks like some kind of map. I wonder what the red circle means. And there's no collision on it or anything like that. It does feel like it's a little bit off the wall, but I guess it's kind of okay, right? It doesn't look melded into the wall. It's alright. Makes it look like it has a little bit of thickness. Okay, this is good. Yeah, this is kind of annoying because again, you can't make the look area bigger than the object itself, right? And just because of the height, you know what? I'm gonna make it just slightly higher. Okay? Because this way it's pretty much at the height of your eye line, right? So this way you have to look up to get the jittery behavior like this. Yeah? But if you look at normal height, like in front of you, you're pretty much gonna see what's up all the time. Right? Yeah, that's pretty good. And then here, should I activate this lever? And then boom, you click, and it's great. Now, the should I activate this lever? When you're looking directly, instead of the lever box, okay? If you look actually at the lever, now, you're not gonna see the lookable, right? The easy fix to that is just to add a lookable on the lever as well. And I'm going to be doing the easy fix, by the way, just in case it wasn't clear. Oh, I can't just copy paste them. Okay, well, it's good to know, I guess. So I'm going to be taking the lookable here. Should I activate this lever? Oh, should I activate it? Blah, blah, blah. Go in lever. Boom. Boom. Should I activate this lever? Giga Chad. Okay. Let's see here. So boom, looks like some kind of map, blah, blah, blah. Should I activate this lever? And no matter where I look on the lever, should I activate this lever? Boom. And then it works. And here, look. Now, the lookable here, I guess I'm just going to do a triple lookable in that one. Box Flap 2, you have a lookable. Your lookable says, yeah, something like that. It's fine. It's not a, it's not the best comment in the world, but at least it lets you know that this is interactable, pretty much. So, Okay, so if I save here, I can see. And then you click on it and boom. And then who ordered the delivery? Oh, and when you look inside, you still see that. Okay, this is one message that I might want to be removed once you destroy the object. I mean, I guess if I flipped the normals inside, order the delivery, that's fine. The doors could also have their own message. So here, a lookable, and that lookable, what do I say? Okay, it's gonna be the lookable at the start of the game. This one, either the text is gonna be replaced or the lookable is just gonna be deleted and removed. But I don't have an activatable destroy component yet. It's one of the things that I'm gonna do later, right? You know what? Let's put it in the to-do. Okay, so here, we'll destroy actor component, or just activatable destroy is fine. Yeah, it's just kind of weird. Activatable destroy, so that's one thing. What else do I need to do? Or just, I guess, complete books. Like in the bookcases. The books are incomplete. Yeah, save this one. Okay. But this is going to be a to-do for next stream, probably. Because I'm going to be finishing in like 20 minutes. I mean, I guess I could put the books now, but I'd rather just make a bunch of lookables. The game is going to feel so much more interactive once I've done that, so that's what I'm going to be doing. Thoughts here is going to be, I should say those. Okay, and here I can add the same thing. And I can just paste the text. So now if I play, I'm here. I'm like, looks like some kind of map. I wonder what this red circle means. Here, it doesn't want to move, but it seems there is a corridor beyond those doors. Okay, and here, should I activate this lever? Here, order delivery. That's pretty good. It's fun, like, it feels interactive. So now, yeah, it doesn't want to move, but it seems there is a corridor beyond those doors. Now, the context is just completely destroyed. So, the lookable actor component should completely be, you know, it shouldn't exist anymore, basically. And here, the Miles Davis, yeah, I need to re-add the quote. So here on Miles Davis, there is a Miles look. Okay, so here I will take this text, thank you very much, and I'm going to be destroying you, and the painting of Miles Davis, and the plane, both of them, I'm going to be adding a lookable actor on it. So here, boom. And also on the plane, because the plane covers most of the surface anyways. Like here. So if I go here, boom. Yeah. Picture of Miles Davis, famous jazz musician. And it works really well, so pretty much like it used to. So I didn't lose anything with that one. But here, oh, it's not working anymore. So we're gonna add some thoughts to this. So, no, not environment. Like, okay, this gramophone look. Okay, and gramophone look. See? Okay. And I can delete the gramophone look. And now I can go in the lever. Well, the lever. Maybe the box. Let's start with the box. Look component right here. Boom. Thoughts. That's fine. And then on the gramophone itself, I'm also going to add this. Yeah, and I'm not even gonna add it to the lever actually, because it's kind of ridiculous. I mean, if I feel like it's too annoying, I'll add it eventually, but for what it's worth, let's just do it. Who cares? It takes like a second. Okay, that's fine. Okay, now it's on it, and you know what? While I'm at it, I'm actually going to want to move this. So I'm gonna add a pivot to you. So, okay, in this scene, I'm going to add a basic actor. And this actor, yeah, I'm going to call gramophone pivot. And it's going to go, I guess, under gramophone box. And then the gramophone is going to be a child of this. Right. So you have static mobility, but you actually need to be immovable. Okay, like this. And the gramophone pivot. Oh, okay, yeah, so sorry. Gramophone, stay here for now. And the gramophone pivot is going to be at the same position as, well, this, I guess. So you, if I take your world location and I copy this, I'm fine. You can go back to relative. Actually, no. I want this one. So copy this. Gramophone pivot now has a crazy position. So I'm going to paste. So now you're right here, okay? That's cool, but this is not around this that I want you to pivot. It is around about this, okay? But now, come on. Just pan a little bit. Okay. So here I need to be very precise with the details. I want it to pivot around here. I think. Something like that. Yeah, I think I wanted to pivot around this. Okay, so here, that's cool. It's going to be just some degrees. So rotation around this axis, I think. If I go 90 degrees, right, so 0 degrees, start with this. Now put the gramophone under this pivot. And now if I make the pivot move, like 90 degrees. Boom, gramophone goes under. So it's minus 90 degrees, but it's way too much. It's actually minus like 40 degrees or something. Even that is a lot. So minus 25 or something. Feels like a lot. It feels like a lot. Minus just 15 degrees. Yeah, I guess it's not too bad. I mean, the little stinger here. Oops, the little stinger. It's so small, I don't even know if you can see it on stream, but the little stinger there. Yeah, you can see it a little bit, it's highlighted. It's not touching the disc anymore, and I say the disc, but there's no disc. I need to make a disc model. I can't believe there never was a disc in the original game. That's crazy. Maybe there... Actually, you know what? I think they may have erased the texture, because I think there was a little bit of texture like here or something, but I'm gonna make an actual music disc and put it on the turntable. So minus 15 is alright actually. I know it's very subtle, but I think it's fine. It's like, you know, it's like this, you know, it plays and then something like that. Yeah, maybe minus 20, maybe minus 20. Minus 20 is fine actually. It's fine, it's fine. Okay, so here they're gonna go back to 0, but I'm gonna put a movable, activatable move actor. Boom. Activatable move. The rotation is around here, and it's gonna be minus 20 degrees. And then to activate it, I'm gonna be able to press a bunch of stuff. So you are going to have a click trigger actor, and when I click you, you're going to activate something, and what you activate is going to be the pivot. Now I'm going to do the same for you. So if I click on you, you're going to activate the pivot. Right, so here it's going to be the pivot. Thank you so much. And even this little lever, which technically is probably what makes the most sense or something. Actually, no, I don't think so. Maybe the trump is actually here, the trumpet, the thing. I don't know what it's called. Maybe it's actually what you know, take and move in real life. And the little lever is just to crank it up. I don't know, it's just an old gramophone. Who cares? Who cares? As long as it serves the game, it's fine. And then is the pivot. Okay, so now there's a bunch of ways to activate it. I'm kind of annoyed by that light, by the way. Can I just move it a little bit? Like maybe behind, in fact, right? Because like this poor gramophone. Something like that. I think it's interesting like this. Oh yeah, it casts a shadow and everything. Of course, I haven't actually truly made the lighting for the game. Like, I consider that this is temporary lighting. But, you know, it's not bad if it looks interesting. It's serviceable for now. It helps me see what's in the scene, right? Like this one, it's way too bright. Can I make it less bright? I think I will, actually. Intensity way lower, please. 0. Oh. Why am I seeing stuff here then? Ah, who knows? Intensity is going to be a little more. But it's going to be really low. And the attenuation radius? I don't know. Something like this. What is this light? They probably come from the outside environment. You know, I put a big light on top. But yeah. This one is actually fine, by the way, this light. But I can probably put it like this. Right? This way you look at it less directly and it's not quite as annoying when you walk around the scene. This as well, I think I'm just gonna put it up. It's just kind of annoying when you get it in your face when you walk around the scene. Same for you. a little bit like that. You're gonna go more this way here. Okay, I'm just because the thing is, even if it's just temporary lighting, I am using this lighting for real. So yeah, making it look a little better and be less annoying to look at is just so helpful. Okay, like here, you're just too bright, man. Just be a little less bright and... Okay, well, I did say that when the songs would stop, that was the end of the stream, so... Okay, that's much better for the eyes, you know? It's smoother. So one thing I should do soon, probably next stream, is like make the candles and like place them in the scene. You know, that might be very helpful. So like here, you can go a little higher, a little more centered. Actually, I could try to do a fun effect. I don't know if it would be that fun, but you know, putting this behind the glass. I'm just gonna finish this one light and then I think I'm gonna end the stream. I'm not gonna be putting another song. There's gonna be no light inside of here, in the actual game, but... Oh, okay, so the glass doesn't let the light go through, is that it? Oh, that's kind of weird. Okay, so now that I'm playing the game, right? You're like this, clicking this, okay, opening this stuff. Yeah, it's a lot better, the lighting now. Even though it's just temporary, it's still a lot better. So here I go. Everything is dark. Okay, and here I go like, wow, that's crazy, bro. Oh, it does look like it's the outside light. But then you can't get out. It's actually a very interesting effect. There was another intent for this kind of little room behind the glass, but actually, I kind of like this. It's kind of like a peek outside the building or something. I kind of like this. I might keep this. We'll see. And here you get, and boom. Whoa, that's crazy, bro. I'm really starting to get tired of the music. Maybe I should just stop it. Click. And then the music stops. It's amazing, dude. It's amazing. Okay, I mean, yeah, it's starting to look like a real game. You can interact with stuff. There's a bunch of thoughts the player has about many things. Of course, I'm not done. I still need to add a bunch of lookables a bit everywhere, but it's cool that I removed those that were there and I now have the lookable actor component. Now, the lookable actor, maybe I can take like 5 seconds and a half to remove the lookable actor C++ class from the project. So this is what I'm going to do now. Lookable actor, delete, yup. You, actor component, bring me to your containing folder. Bring me to your leader. Okay, like this. Okay. And now if I recompile Control B, boom, boom, boom. Shouldn't have no problem. Yeah. Okay, I was including this, so that was a problem. I'm gonna save this, thank you very much. Yep, okay. Twice the same error. Control B. I don't know if I was including this elsewhere. Doesn't seem like it because I succeeded at compiling. Okay. So now if I try to reopen just real quick the engine, I should have successfully removed the class. So I try not to clutter up my work area too much. So, oh, the song was not actually finished. And then it's not here anymore. Okay, that's good. That's really good. So I do have a bit more time left. Now, I did spend a couple minutes without music. Meaning that, you know, technically when the song is really gonna end is in 20 minutes. And, well, it's not too bad. Finishing at 12:15. Yeah, I should be fine. I should be fine. So I'm gonna actually keep going, but I am going to the bathroom right now. I'm gonna leave you guys with the music. And what I'm gonna do when I come back is I'm probably gonna be at least importing the model for the gray book. And I don't know, I might place the books in the place for real. Also, I'm just gonna add a to-do right now before I forget. Yeah, just edit it. To add, well, let's just write candles, right? Candles is pretty clear to me. It just means I need to make the candle blueprint that includes, you know, the mesh, the light, maybe some particle effects inside of it. That would be nice to like fake a fire. And once all of that is done and functional, I can just put them in the scene, right? So all of that is taken into account in candles. But the lighting is too much of a big topic for 20 minutes. I'm not going to do that today. Complete the books, I could do that today. Activatable destroy and probably activatable like modify text or something. Those I'm gonna add next time as well. It's gonna be too long. So now, yeah, I could do books and I could just add a bunch of lookables in the scene, right? So this is what I'm gonna do for the rest of the stream. Basically, just making the game a little more complete using the systems that we have. Okay, no more new systems, no more new behavior, nothing like that. That being said, I'm gonna pause you guys like this, and I'm gonna say see you in like a minute. I'm back. So, streaming webcam. Blah, blah, blah. Hello, it's me. Hello, hello. No, okay, so I'm gonna keep going. So, I think I will import the book model. Oh, I know what else I need to do. I'm gonna add it in the to-do. Alright, first off, I didn't want to move the to-do. Thank you very much. I know. Yep, and then you're like, but the to-do is outside of the... Yeah, I know. Can I get it in? Not really, huh? Why do you clamp the things? Stop clamping. Ugh, I don't know. You know what? Just stay where you are. Okay, doesn't matter. Just... Yeah, okay, whatever. Just stay like this. Once I've done the books, I can do the painting. I can write that I need to do the painting. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in Blender really quick, just to import and export the book as an FBX. And then once this is done, I can just you know, put it in my assets, and I'm gonna put the books, like actually put the books inside of the bookcases. So import SketchUp, and then just alpha, yeah. So here there's the, where's the default book? Oh, here. Yes. So I'm gonna take you, I'm gonna save you. It's not gonna be room attic, actually, it's gonna be in room alpha. And you're gonna be book, but instead of being blue, you're gonna be gray. Book gray. And then I'm gonna export as an FBX as usual. And this is fine. So I can save this and probably close Blender. I don't think I'm gonna need it anymore today. So in my meshes, in room A, in bookcases, I can import the book. The book. So if I go in, what? Desktop, Blender, Puzzle Manor, yeah. Then room alpha. So there should be a book gray now. I should be able to import it right here. So import. Okay, this is fine. It does seem to use a texture that already existed, so I'm going to save. Yeah, you don't have a collision, I hope. No, okay, that's fine. Save, yeah, save this, it's fine. Okay, now I can put the gray book a bit everywhere in the scene. So here you're going to be, why is this book so big? Kind of insane. Okay. Is it the case for... Yup. Okay, so I need them to be much smaller. What about 0.1, 0.1, and 0.1? What about this? It's a little too small now. Just slightly too much. It probably needs to be a little bigger. So 0.3, 0.3, 0.3. It is now a little too big. Okay, well, let's just go with the scaling tool. What are you talking about? Oh, because it... Okay, well... It needs to be... No, so, okay. Move it just like this, kind of. Okay, I think this is the correct height. So now I need to scale it up just a bit. It's pretty much exactly it. So this is 0.25. Okay, so they were quarter size basically. So take this, bum and bum. Okay, everybody's happy. And now I need it to be rotated, what, 90 degrees? Actually, the opposite, so it's going to be a minus 90. Yep, that's almost it. That's almost it. Yeah, it's technically not quite high enough. So I need it to be just very, ever so slightly higher. So 0.5. Yeah, seems like it's doing the trick. Okay. I want to place it correctly. Come on. Okay, okay. I think it's all right now. And then I can just try to put it slightly. Yep, right there. That's good. I actually wanted it to be a colored book now that I'm thinking about it. So instead of book gray, it's going to be book... I wanted to make it blue, the first one. Okay? So you're going to be blue. That's great. Okay? Yeah. So now I can add other books. So 92.5 is going to be the height. And you know, basically I want most of these to copy most of these. So I'm gonna put a book gray here, and I'm gonna, oh wait, the entire transform I wanted. So Control Z, U. I actually want your full transform. Copy all properties. Thank you so much. So now I'm gonna put a big book here, and I'm gonna paste all properties. Okay, except that I'm now moving it. Yeah, and because it moves in increments like this, it seems like I moved it in correct increments. So now, even more easily, I can just put another one and then paste all properties, then move it as well. Yup, and it seems to work because again, I moved them using the little gizmo. So they are in intervals, you know, intervals that are like easily replicatable. Okay, here. Boom, boom. Replicable? Maybe. Yeah, see? So that's actually really easy to place them all. You really just have to place the first one, which is pretty darn hard, but this is fine. So right here, I'm going to place the red book, I think. Is there a red book? No. So it's going to be orange then. Yeah, so actually, I'm going to paste all things, and I'm going to move it from there. So here. Okay. Yep, it's not quite what it was supposed to be. So here's going to be 23 height. Maybe 24. And maybe even 25. It's actually 24.5, I think. 24.5, okay, good. And then, yeah, the Y is fine for sure. Or the X, I should say. The X is fine. The Y is not. So here, it seems like it's all right. Yeah, it seems like they're all right. Okay, so now what I'm going to be doing is going to be very simple. You're my new gold standard. So transform, copy all properties in category. And now I'm going to go here, put a gray book here, paste everything, and then just move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it. Okay. Paste all. Light it up here. Another one. And paste all. Then slide it up there. Good. Yeah, they're just slightly off here. I mean, this one is slightly off as well, I would say, but... Wait. Are you serious now? What? But it was fine here. I'm gonna go with the numbers. So the 32 is there. If I go 33 here, 31 here, I am slightly off. If I go 31.5, okay, just select this. Can I see through it? Not really, huh? Okay, this is fine then. But then it seems that somehow these are just not aligned like this, you know? You need to be further in. Like 0.5 or something. You're more outside if I do this. Okay, so maybe 117 here? Yeah, you're 117. Is it because they're not aligned, both the ranks of books? I'm not sure, but this works. So here you probably do a 0.5, right? Yeah. And here it was once what was it? It was 117. Okay, it's gonna be 117 as well. Even this I'm gonna place correctly. I just want it to be perfect, because these are gonna be placed just like that forever and ever, basically. So I think it's worth taking the time to place them correctly, because once I'm done with these bookcases, I'm just done with the bookcases. Okay. Then I guess I can go green. And then in green, I can paste all. And then put it somewhere along those lines. But here, I really need to adjust. Are you also jutting out? Yes, a little bit. You're going to be 117. Now, I'm wondering, the blue book really does seem to be aligned. So maybe one of the rows of books was just, you know. And this seems like this is actually still too far in. Yeah, so I guess there is a bit of a difference between the different rows of books. And the height. Exactly 160, that's good. And then here. Okay, so here it's gonna be 0.5. Yep. And now the question is, did I align it correctly on that axis? I think so, yeah. Or almost exactly. It's technically a little... What about 0.5 here? I mean, it's almost perfect. It's almost perfect. I think this is fine. I think this is actually like good enough. So I'm gonna copy all of your properties. And then make a bunch of gray books where I paste all of those properties. And I just put them inside of the other things. So here, same. Another one. Paste, please. Right here. And then another one. Another one. Another one. Okay. Sorry. DJ Khaled reference. I'm not a big fan of DJ Khaled. He has some funny clips. I felt the need to precise that. Okay. So here, I'm just gonna put the paste all properties. And now I go like this, right? Is that exactly right? Yo, that's crazy, bro. Is it exactly right though? I'm not sure. I don't think it is. I think here it's a little misaligned. So it could be like this. Now it's gotta be perfect, right? Yeah, it is perfect. Come on. Come on. I won't let anybody tell me otherwise. So I'm gonna copy all of your properties. And now I can just put the final 3 gray books. So boom, paste. Move it here. Into the slot, and then another one, and another. Okay, I'm really gonna stop. I really want to do it, and another one. Okay, come on, it's the last one. Just you gotta give that one to me. Boom. That's complete. So now I'm gonna save. Oof, I should have saved in the middle of that, huh? So I'm like, whoa, that's crazy, brother. Boom. Whoa, brother, that's crazy, bro. And then boom, you have bookcases with different colors. Well, with books of different colors, I should say. So that's pretty cool. The green is a little pale. I could make it a little more flashy, you know, it's very desaturated. But yeah, pretty cool. You open, boom. Oh, what have I done? Okay, wait. I really need to do that though. The books. Okay, it's called book gray. Please don't be called book gray. Please be called book blue. It's gonna be really hard to find you otherwise. And now, okay, all of these books, they're gonna go in room A. Oh no, the song really is finished now. Okay, wait. I really just want to finish those. Okay, so y'all go in room A. Okay. Now book blue is in bookcase 1. So I'm doing this. I understand. Book blue can move. Book blue is movable. So you're going to go in bookcase 1. Okay. Now book gray 2. This, you're actually in bookcase 2, I think, right? So book gray 2, bookcase 2, match made in heaven. Book gray 3 should go in bookcase 3, I imagine. Yeah. And then this is like 4, right? And then this is going to be book gray 4. So you go like this. Book gray 5. Okay. So what? It's 5 and then 9 and then like 13. Okay, so 5, 9, and 13, you're movable. So you're movable, 5, then 9. You're movable. And then 13, that one. You're movable as well. Okay, so 5, 9, and 13. You all go under bookcase. Okay, this is fine. The rest I could technically just leave them there, but I do want to put them in the right bookcase. So you're in bookcase 3. Book gray 7. Well, I've done all of the bookcase 1, so I can just go like this. So here you're in bookcase 4, right? 8, you're in bookcase 2. 10, you're in bookcase 4. Here you're in bookcase 3. This one is in bookcase 2. Boom. And then orange, you're in bookcase 2. A yellow, you're in bookcase 4. And book green, you're in bookcase 3. I'm also going to go on book, orange, green, and yellow, and I'm going to make them movable. I don't know if they're going to move. I guess I should leave them to static until I'm moving them, right? I guess I should. So here I'm going to save, and I just want to make sure that the movement is fine. I don't know. Okay, I don't like the light here. Why is it so dark when I start? Okay, put it a little lower. A little lower. And I think I do want the radius to be a little higher. And this maybe 3. Okay, so kind of going back to what I had originally. It's just, I don't like that it's so dark when I start. I don't know why. Yeah, I activate the lever. And now, if I click here, yeah, everything works, right? I didn't break anything. Okay, this is good. So the bookcases are done for now. Okay, so this is good. I'm done with the bookcases. So I can now finally just edit my post-it. So complete books. I've done that. Candles. And then fix painting. Okay, the model. The painting model that I'm supposed to be using, which is in multiple pieces that you probably will have to find throughout the manor, doesn't work very well, so I don't know, man. Yep. I think that... Yep. I think that's kind of annoying. So, at this point, I'm proud of what we've done this stream so far. I think that we're starting to have like some pretty good, pretty well functioning C++ classes that I can then use to add some really cool behavior to the 3D models I have in the scene. And yeah, I think it's really cool. Like the lookables, they really give the game personality because there's no other players, there's no nothing. So having a bunch of like text that you can read that are like the thoughts of your character that give a little bit of personality, I think it's interesting. I think it's really interesting. So yeah, and it's really cool that everything like moves and I can even like delay stuff like for this one. It's really really cool. So yep, I think it's moving along pretty well. I'm glad of the streams that we've been having this week. I think we've been very productive. And yeah, I can't wait to see you guys next week. And I say that, but I don't know what I'm doing Saturday. But I kind of have a free day. So I may just like play video games and play a bit with my 3D printer and do like other things. But I may do a stream if I really feel like doing that. But I think it would be good for me to just take a break for the weekend. So I might just take a break. And if that's the case, I will see you guys on Monday, where we're going to be continuing what we were doing so far. So, I have taken some pretty good notes in the to do. This way, I can jump back pretty easily on Monday, even if I think about other stuff during the weekend and I kind of forget. I can just come back and, oh, right. Oh, that. Yeah. Oh, that. Oh, that. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Like, it's a bunch of stuff that I need to do. So, yeah. Pretty proud of what we've done today. Pretty proud of what we've done this week. The game is moving along very well. If we're lucky, if I'm efficient enough, it's possible that we actually finish the game next week. It's very possible. With 5 more days working like I've been doing, I think it's not unrealistic. Of course, I might want to make the game better than it was originally. So maybe I'm gonna have fun like doing a bunch of stuff with like sounds. Maybe I'm gonna have fun like making my own textures instead of like the default SketchUp textures that I'm using for all of the walls and stuff. So I may have to play around with that, and once the game is complete functionally, I might try to make it look better because it's kind of a fun game and it's working really well. And unlike when I made it the first time, now I'm the one who actually programs the behavior and all of that. So not only can I make it more complex and more interesting, but also the game really feels like it's mine, I made the assets, I made like pretty much everything except the textures, I guess. And I mean, of course, the Unreal Engine I haven't made, but right, like it's a tool at the end of the day. But the actual assets and like most of the behavior and stuff like that, I've programmed, right? Or I've made blueprints for and whatnot. Like that's really cool. I'm starting to enjoy this a lot. So here, you're actually a big light, huh? So be a bit smaller. Okay, and mostly don't be so strong, my dude. Be a little less strong, like this. Doesn't really matter. At this point, the stream is done. We've done what we had to do. And goodbye. Thank you so much for being there. I'm gonna say goodbye now. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope I'll see you next time.